Hello everybody, welcome to Bourbon Reviews with me, your host Jack, and we are on our final night of our time here in Chicago, doing the customary drink everything that I can't take home because I fill the suitcase up too much drinking session. Moving on now, we've just had two really nice oatmeal stouts, both very different from each other, Rover Trip from Topple and Goliath and Black Exodus from 18th Street, a local brewery. And we have another beer from a local brewery who've got the most awesome, interesting name, Wild Onion. And this is their Drago Imperial Stout. Bourbon barrel aged as well, I might add, clocking in a nice 10% ABV. I don't know if it's named after the Rocky Ivan Drago or if it's just a name because it's kind of Russian sounding, I don't know. But it says on the back of it, darker than a cold Siberian winter night and stronger than even Drago's uppercut. There we go, so it probably is. This formidable beer took a long time to reach your discerning palate. Brewed with vast amounts of roasted barley and aged in oak bourbon barrels for 8 months, this Russian Imperial Stout is a contender. Cool. And as I say, these guys are, I think they're just kind of outside the city. It says on the front, Lake Barrington, Illinois, which I'm pretty sure I Google Map these guys are not too far away. And this is another one I picked up from Jose, one of the ones who got in a trade. Pretty cool branding, looks pretty decent. Bourbon barrel aged Russian Imperial Stout, what's not to love, right? So we'll crack it open. On there tight, that was good. And pour some out into a glassware. Well, that's interesting. There doesn't seem to be much carbonation there now, does there? Ah, interesting. Yeah, no head on it at all, which is, I don't know, seems to be. Maybe there was a small leak in it. No, there's some carbonation coming at the side of the glass, but as you can see, actually what you can probably, if I hold this close and the camera focuses, there are some serious alcohol legs on this. There is a big line going whoop all the way around there, and it's nice alcohol legs all the way around the back. If you can see it, I'm not sure. But yeah, it must have some booze to it, that's for sure. And the ABV is killing the head retention, because this is, from the ABV, I'm hoping it's got a nice big, thick, viscous body to it. So I'd imagine there'd be some head, but maybe I just wasn't pouring it properly. Let's try and give it a splash. Not really. Anyway, who minds? It looks good. It's pitch black, literally pitch black. And I wish I could tell you what head was on there, but we can't see. So let's give it a nose, give it a good old smell. Ooh, yes. Yes, that's definitely a bourbon barrel. Got that kind of sweet vanilla. You can smell the oakiness to it. It's definitely got some prickle on the nose from the alcoholic heat. Yeah, it smells really sweet as well. Almost milk stouty like. And all the sweet chocolate and everything that kind of goes hand in hand with it. And maybe some kind of ice creamy notes on there too. Nice chocolate ice cream. Smells big and punchy, and it smells, pardon me, like it's been a bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout, but it's punchy. It really does have some aromatic to it. I like that. It smells pretty good. So, cheers everyone. Let's get in there and give it a good old try. Yeah, it's got some really nice hit of that nice vanilla going on. You can definitely taste the bourbon barrel as well. The oak barrel as well. There's oaky vanillas mixing in there. There's a real nice nuttiness at the back of it. It's not roasty, it's not charry or ashy, but it's got this distinctive nuttiness, almost kind of brown ale-esque nutty characteristic underneath that barrel flavouring. There's some level of fruitiness as well. It's kind of swaying away from the traditional roasted chocolatey things and the coffee, and more towards kind of fruity and nutty. Some kind of raisiny texture going on as well. There's a little bit of the kind of tannin from the barrel that just dries it up a bit at the back. But the kind of one thing that it's got the flavour, it's got some punch, and it's got something interesting, but it's got a real lacking body actually. It's not as viscous. It's not got that viscosity that I like. It's a lot thinner than the Exodus, and it's probably it's probably a little bit thinner than even the Rover Truck, the two we've had previously, the oatmeal stouts. And considering one of them's pretty much half the ABV, you know, I think this could just have that a little bit more, especially considering like there must be some level of booze in it because I've got some nice alcohol legs and the head's been just killed off straight away. Maybe it's undercarbonated, having said that. But there is some carbonation. You can definitely get some carbonation, but perhaps it's just undercarbed a bit. 10% ABV Imperial Stout. If it's not been primed in the bottle or force carbonated, it might, primed correctly in the bottle, I should say, it might not, just might never gain that carbonation. So perhaps it's just a small bottling issue. Doesn't mean it's bad though. The flavours are good. It's pretty tasty. It's interesting flavours. Definitely the bourbon barrels. Definitely they got the vanilla from all of that. Those nice vanilla notes, sweetness from it as well. A little bit of the tannic kind of barrel character as well, and fruity and nutty. Definitely worth trying again, and I'll see if I can pick some more up somehow back home in England. I don't know how we're going to do that, but it's good. It's pretty tasty. So I would love to hear your comments on this, and in fact anything about Wild Onion, the brewery themselves, because it's the first time I've tried any of their stuff or seen any of their stuff, obviously apart from seeing them on kind of guides to breweries around Chicago. So please like, favorite, comment and subscribe, and until the next beer review, cheers everybody.